Good morning, Ken.
Morning.
Look. The other day, I was at Bar Association and they had new directories. And I picked up one extra. Do you want one?
Oh, yes, that'd be wonderful. Thank you.
Okay, I'll put it in your mailbox.
Thank you. I always get one. I'm not sure why I didn't get one this year.
Yeah, you have to go pick them up or they charge you to deliver.
Is in progress, gentlemen.
I
Okay.
don't think so.
You can build them.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
gonna say,
Are we done? Okay, the meeting's in progress, so please, conversations on the side. Where were we?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Public approval of minutes, we're gonna defer that till next month. We've done public comment. Item 4, finance. I'll turn that over to Tom.
All right, you have the finance report in front of you. The report includes year end, but there's probably some more iterations. So next month, we'll probably finalize the year end report. That's all I have at this point in time.
Any
We can,
questions?
I apologize. We also continue to work on the transportation improvement program. Finance and planning staff are working to complete that. We should hopefully have that to you next month.
Okay, thank you. If there's any questions for Tom?
Mr. Chairman, point of order. Did we get a roll call?
Yeah, we did that already. You
Oh, we
guys
did?
came in late and the meeting's underway, so
Oh, okay.
meeting started at 9 o'clock. So we're on item 5.
My
Maintenance
county issued
report.
computer said 8:59 when I got here, but I apologize for speaking out of turn, Mr.
See
Chairman.
what you
Thank you.
did?
Both had too much coffee this morning.
Threw an accelerant on the fire.
apparently not.
I'll wait till everybody's done. Item 5, maintenance report, Tom.
We have our standard activities. There's a report on the salt utilized. I don't have anything to add to the report.
Okay, questions for Tom on the maintenance report? If not, we'll move on to our first resolution approving adopt the highway program applicants. I need a motion and a second.
Caius move.
Moved by
Wonnicki
Caius,
seconds.
Second by Wonicky. Tom?
Yes, we have 2 new applicants and 7 renewals, and staff is recommending approval.
Okay, questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Berman,
Berman, yes.
Iqbal,
Iqbal, yes.
Kenyon,
Yes.
Caius,
Caius, yes.
Opie, Wojnicki,
Yes.
Martin,
Martin, yes.
Fraz.
Raz, yes.
Passes.
Motion passes. Item C, a resolution approving the replacement and purchase of 4 front mount reversible snowplows for KDOT. Need a motion and a second. Moved by
Berman.
Mr. Berman, second by
Caius,
Tom.
Yeah, you have the low bid in front of you, and what we're looking at doing is selling the old plows through the purchasing department. Low bid is for $67,796. Staff is recommending approval.
Questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Berman,
Berman, yes.
Iqbal,
Iqbal, yes.
Kenyon,
Yes.
Caius,
Caius, yes.
Gopi, Wojnicki,
Yes.
Martin,
Martin, yes.
Bratz.
Raz, yes.
Passes.
Item 6, under planning and programming report, I'll turn it over to Jackie Forbes for the planning and programming report.
Hi, good morning, everyone. Just wanted to highlight under our Kane Kendall Council Mayor's newsletter, we are beginning consultant interviews for our bicycle and pedestrian plan update. We did receive federal funds to complete this update. It has been 10 years since we've had one, so we're excited to get started on that. And then also on the Ride and Cane update, since this report was put together, we have some good news. Big Rock Township has agreed to become a sponsor of the Ride and Cane service, so now providing rides in that area. We're in the process of getting agreements signed, and they should be on pretty soon. So that's some good news. Our hard work on trying to continue outreach and let everyone know about the program and try and bring on new sponsors has worked. Thank you.
Okay, great, thank you. That's good news. I know it's always been kind of a tough area for that.
How we doing on North King County?
Haven't heard yet, but we are going to reach out to a couple of the township supervisors again. We realize they're in budget season, so it would be a good time for them to make that decision.
Great, thank you.
Okay, let's see here. We have item 6B, a resolution authorizing the application for the United States Department of Transportation Rebuilding Infrastructure with Sustainability and Equity. It's called the RAISE program, grant program. So need a motion and a second.
Kenyon would move.
Moved by Kenyon, second by Martin. Jen?
Good morning. The resolution in front of you is for support of a grant application that KDOT staff is currently assembling. The RAISE program is a continuation of the Tiger and Build programs. As you know, KDOT staff is constantly scanning for federal and state grant opportunities to leverage our local funds. So we're requesting support in the form of a resolution. We're also going to have some local and other letters of support to augment our application. And the application is for what we're calling Randall Road Corridor Access Improvements. And it's a project from north of Hops Road intersection to the Guyer Road intersection, and includes grade separation of the railroad tracks. So we're respectfully requesting approval.
Questions or comments?
Just a quick
Ms. Walnicki?
question. Who fills out the applications then for the grant?
Well, it's a team effort. We're working with the Planning and Programming Department, and then, Planning and Programming. And then we also are this time getting some consultant assistance from the Phase 1 engineers to assemble this very technical benefit cost analysis document that is really kind of in their wheelhouse. Jen O'Connell is the project manager, and she's assisting us with the consultant assistance on that part of the project. So it's kind of complex. We have to assemble it and get it submitted by April 14th. So we're
Oh,
kind of
wow.
under a
Sounds
time
like a
crunch.
you, that's for sure. Yeah, it's a no-brainer. It's a good thing.
Bates, please.
Ms. Bates, go ahead.
Thank you. So this is an equity and sustainability grant. I'm not familiar with the northern reaches of the county so well. Does this have an equity component to the neighborhood or something like that?
Well, components of the project submission requirements compel us to analyze that, and we have to analyze areas of population which may be vulnerable from census statistics. And there is a huge multimodal component to the project, which will connect the sidewalk south of Walmart to the Guyer Road corridor. And that will allow continuity of our multimodal improvements along Randall. But for more information on that, Jen would be able to address that more specifically.
Okay, well, thank you very much.
Okay.
Good,
Comment,
great.
Shepro.
Mr. Shepro, go ahead.
I am always seized with admiration at the faceless bureaucrats who sit around and think of clever names for an act in order to match a word that
This
they
is a
want
good
to
one.
use in
This
the
is a good
title.
one.
And I can't help but think that equity might be there in part because they needed a word that started with E at the end of raise. And I also note that they are missing the letter A, so I thought it would have been the Rebuilding American Infrastructure, but never mind.
Sounds good. Any other questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Berman, yes.
Paul,
Iqbal, yes.
Kenyon. Caius,
Caius, yes.
Woodnicki,
Yes.
Martin,
Martin, yes.
Braz.
Raj, yes. Motion carries. Item 7, permitting, permitting report. Tom?
Yeah, I do not have anything to highlight today. You have a list of a number of different projects that we continue to work with the municipalities in King County on. If you have any questions, I can take questions.
Questions for Tom? If not, we'll move on to the traffic operations report.
The same thing. We've got a number of different activities going forward, and if you have any questions.
Okay. Assuming there's no questions, we'll move over to Steve for the project implementation report.
I don't have anything to add to the IMP report, other than I wanted to give the committee an update on our Long Meadow Parkway project. Last month, we took sort of a blank resolution because the bid opening was occurring right before executive after Transportation Committee. Unfortunately, that project only received one bid, and the bid was too high for staff to make a recommendation for approval. So right now, we're taking a step back, considering the feedback we received from the landfills and contractors that were interested in the project, but apparently decided not to bid. We met with the IEPA last week. We're working with our environmental consultants then to develop our next contract. So that's the update on the project.
Okay, thanks, Steve. Then we'll move on to item
Is-
question, Mr.
On,
Guys.
on the Long Meadow, so how far does that, do you think, put us back on? I've been quoting fall of this year, but
You should update your quotes.
yeah. I'm
Yeah, I mean,
thinking-
just in the contractual
It's over.
do-over, we're gonna lose a couple months, so it's a
Yeah.
little bit uncertain. I think the hope is sometime in calendar 2023 now.
Oh, okay, thank you.
The frustrating part is you can drive almost the entire corridor except for that one little gap. So it's for the most part done and open. But we can't have the ribbon cutting until we fill that last gap in the system. Other questions or comments? If not, we'll move on to 9B, the resolution approving a contract for construction with Plody for the King County resurfacing project. Steve?
This is our annual major resurfacing contract. On February 8th, we opened 4 bids. Lowest qualified bid was submitted by Plody for $5.3 million and change, and staff recommends approval.
Okay, and for a list of those projects, there is a map included in the resolution in your packet. Questions or comments for Steve? So this is our countywide resurfacing where they jump around to the various projects for the year.
We need a motion to approve.
Yes, we do.
Berman moves.
Berman moves. Kenyon seconds. Other questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Berman,
Berman, yes.
Iqbal,
Iqbal, yes.
Kenyon,
Yes.
Caius,
Caius, yes.
Woodnicki,
Yes.
Martin,
Martin, yes.
Braz.
Yes. 9C, a resolution. This is approving a Phase 3 construction engineering services agreement. It's with V3 companies for the Bliss Road, Main Street, Fabian intersection improvement. Need a motion and a second.
Milbonicki moves.
Wadenke moves.
Kenyon
Kenyon seconds. Questions or comments? Or Steve, I guess you'd want to give it a.
LADAC is complete. Jen O'Connell, our senior project manager, is working with our consultant to wrap up the plans. We're targeting a mid-May letting for this project, and this is the Phase 3 engineering to oversee construction, taking that offset intersection and creating a oval-shaped roundabout for this project. We went through the qualification space selection process, and selected V3 companies for these services to oversee construction at just under $1.3 million. Staff recommends approval.
So construction mid-year, begins mid-year roughly, late
Yeah.
spring?
You know,
Yeah, we hope to relocate ComEd the first part of the summer and do some pre-construction activities later this summer or later this fall. And then the majority of construction will occur next year, 2023. So hopefully we can get ComEd to move on time.
We did do a demo contract already. I
We
believe.
did,
Yeah.
yes, we had to move those barns in order to relocate ComEd. That wasn't for the realignment necessarily, it was for the ComEd relocation.
Okay, other questions or comments? If not, roll call, please.
Berman,
Berman, yes.
Iqbal,
Iqbal, yes.
Kenyon,
Yes.
Caius,
Caius, yes.
Winnicki,
Yes.
Martin,
Yes.
Frost.
Raj, yes.
Passes.
Resolution passes. Item 10, I need a motion and a second to put all our reports from today on file.
Caius move.
Caius moves,
Berman, second.
Berman seconds. Roll call, please.
Berman,
Berman, yes.
Iqbal,
Iqbal, yes.
Kenyon,
Yes.
Caius,
Caius, yes.
Winnicki,
Yes.
Martin,
yes.
Frost.
Raj, yes.
Passes.
Item 11, we do have need for executive session to discuss land acquisition. Could I have a motion and a second to go into executive session?
Caius move.
Caius moves.
Wonnicki
Winnicki
seconds.
Roll call, please.
Berman,
Berman, yes.
Iqbal,
Iqbal, yes.
Kenyon,
Yes.
Caius,
Caius, yes.
Winnicki,
Yes.
Martin,
Yes.
Frost.
Raj, yes. Okay, we'll move into executive session, please.
All right, everybody online, please accept your invite to go into the closed session. Be aware we are live streaming, so until I give you the word, anything you say will be going out live to the public. We'll get started again here in a moment.
Yeah.
Mavis thought that South Elgin was the more that.
Melissa Taylor was that way. We went on a forest preserve tour in this one. We were still in St. Charles. Okay, we are in executive session.
Just a moment, not quite.
Not quite.
We do have one board member that has not joined the closed session. Please accept your invite. Is there anybody hearing my voice that feels they should have received an invite and did not get it?
Blair? This says close all rooms or join. Which one do I hit?
You know what? I did not. Sorry.
Okay.
waiting for YouTube again. Okay, you're in open session.
Okay, we're out of executive session. Roll call, please.
Berman,
Berman here.
Iqbal. Kenyon.
Here.
Caius,
Guys present.
Opie. Wojnicki,
Present.
Shepro,
Shepro present.
Martin,
Martin present.
Froz.
Roz here. Item 12, new business.
Thank you.
New business. Is there any new business from any of the committee members?
Mr. Chairman, Shepro.
Mr. Shepro?
I don't know if this is strictly new business, but as many of you know, this morning we have woken up to the fact that two of our most experienced and distinguished board members have announced effectively their decision that they will not be seeking reelection in the fall. And I can't let that occasion pass without feeling a sense of sadness that Mr. Frost and Mr. Martin have made that decision. I understand why they have done that, but I happen to have been the attorney for the board at the time when Mr. Frost was a brand new board member. And over the years, we have always agreed on everything, but I have always been impressed at the passion, the work ethic, the willingness to sit till 1 o'clock in the morning listening to constituents. And I would note in passing that I believe that that district probably has more direct constituent contact than probably any district. And Mr. Martin's wisdom and judgment. And I believe they will both be sorely missed. And I just wanted to acknowledge your service, Mr. Chairman, of this committee. And I'm sure that we will all benefit from your continued service until the end of the term. But thank you both for what you have brought to this board in this county.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Shepro. I appreciate that. And you're stuck with us till November, but there, just so you know, there's not a dry eye in the room as you say that.
And my wife would like to talk with you about the word wisdom applied to.
Mr. Chairman,
Ms.
Bates,
Bates?
please. I also noticed that Drew Frost's name was not on the list of Republican candidates. And I will miss you desperately and your wisdom and your experience.
Thank you very much.
She can call you at home.
You can call me anytime.
I've got your number.
We'll call him late for dinner.
I'm too choked up to speak.
Any other compliments for Mr. Martin or Mr.
And
Frost?
Mr. Martin, your guidance has been very valuable.
That other guy too.
Thanks for both your comments. So short of that, any other public comment on non-agenda items online? Nobody's present in person. Seeing none, I'll take a motion in a second to adjourn.
I move we adjourn before we throw ourselves into traffic. Berman second. Full of raccoons. Oh, it's still.
We have a motion and a second to adjourn. Roll call, please.
Aye.
No.
That's a voice vote.
A voice vote to
Voice,
adjourn. They
yeah.
screwed up on my last
You got more to go.
adjourning. Say aye.
Aye.
The same sign. We are adjourned. Thank you.
You have 9 more months to mess up.
You know, okay.